podcast.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're jumping into something I think a lot of English learners struggle with, maybe without even fully realizing it. It's that constant mental translation. You know, in your head, I've definitely been there myself, you get stuck in these awkward pauses and your brain just frantically trying to switch between languages.
Right, that mental gymnastics.
Yeah, exactly. And it feels like hitting this hidden barrier.
Yeah.
So our mission today, looking at some really interesting sources we've dug into, is to unpack the why this happens and, more importantly, the how. How do you actually stop doing it?
Yeah.
We want to help you shift from just, learning English to really living in it, moving towards that confident, flowing kind of speech.
And the basic reason we fall into this translation habit, well, it's actually pretty simple. When you first start learning a new language, your brain, it's super efficient, right? It just takes the easiest path.
Yep.
And that path is the system it already knows inside out, your native language. So imagine your brain sets up this little translation office.
Okay, a translation office. I like that.
Yeah. So when you hear English, this office kicks in, translates it into your own language, you process it there, and then if you need to reply, it translates your answer back into English.
Right, like a middleman.
Exactly. But here's the critical problem with this translation office.
What's that?
It's slow, like really slow. In a real conversation, things move fast, right? It just cannot keep up. By the time your brain's done the whole translate, process, translate back cycle, well, the conversation's moved on, or you've missed something important.
Yeah, I can totally see that lag time.
Precisely. So to get truly fluent, you really have to, as our sources put it, you have to close this internal office.
Close the office. Okay, so what does that actually mean? How do you close it?
It means forging a direct link, a connection between the English words and their actual meaning, no middle step. So when you hear, say, apple, it should instantly bring the fruit to mind. You know, the image, the shape, maybe the crunch.
Not the word apple in my language first.
Exactly. Not your language word equals apple equals fruit. Just straight from apple to the real thing. That direct mental connection, that's the game changer.
I love that image, the translation office. It really captures that internal back and forth. And what's fascinating here, what the research really gets into, is kind of redefining what fluency actually is.
Right.
Because it's probably not what most people assume. For so many learners, the first thought is fluency means knowing, like thousands and thousands of words, mastering all the complex grammar.
Yeah, that massive vocabulary idea.
Right. It feels like this huge mountain you have to climb. Just keep adding words, piling on grammar.
Exactly. And that's where this crucial redefinition comes in. Fluency isn't really about the sheer number of words you know.
No.
It's much more about the speed and the automaticity.
Automaticity.
Yeah, like how quickly and automatically your brain can grab the words you already have.
Okay. So it's not the size of the toolbox, but how fast you can grab the right tool.
That's a great way to put it. It's about the speed of your mental retrieval system. That's the real core of it. Think about a simple phrase like, I'm hungry. You've probably known that for ages.
Sure.
But when you feel hungry right now, does your brain automatically think, I'm hungry in English? Or do you first think it in your native language and then do the translation?
That's a good question. I have to pay attention.
Exactly. The goal is to make those words, instantly available, directly in English. No detour through translation.
Okay, so it's less about learning tons more stuff and more about making what we already know faster, more automatic.
Precisely.
That feels, actually more achievable, less overwhelming than just endless vocab lists. So if speed and automaticity are the goals, how do we actually train that? How do we build that mental muscle in everyday life? As we look through the sources, one really powerful idea kept coming up: immersion. The good news is it doesn't mean you have to, pack up and move to London or New York.
Not at all. You can build a really effective immersion environment right where you are. And the first set of techniques starts literally the moment you wake up.
Okay.
Make your very first thought of the day in English. So instead of instinctively thinking, I need coffee in your language, actively think it in English. I need coffee.
Just that simple switch.
Just that switch. And then as you go about your day, like on your commute, walking around, describe what you see silently in your head, or maybe out loud if you're alone. Just narrate things.
Like what kind of things?
Simple stuff. It's sunny today. Or that shop is closed. Oh, the bus is coming. The point is, this isn't extra study time. You're already having these thoughts anyway, right?
Yeah, true.
You're just switching the language channel for those thoughts.
I like that. It fits right into what you're already doing. Now, there was another strategy mentioned, One that might sound a bit, well, odd at first.
You mean talking to yourself?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the one. Our sources really highlighted this as being surprisingly powerful.
It really is. And look, it doesn't mean you have to walk down the street having loud conversations with yourself.
Right. Good clarification.
It can be totally silent, just in your head, or, out loud when you're home alone, maybe cooking or something. The idea is to narrate what you're doing, like if you're making breakfast.
Okay.
You might think, or say, okay, I'm boiling water now. I'm cutting the bread. This smells amazing.
I see. Like a running commentary.
Exactly. And what this does is it directly trains your brain to produce English sentences in real time. Without stopping to translate first, do it consistently, and over time, it genuinely starts to feel like second nature.
I have to admit, I used to feel a bit silly talking to myself, but doing it in English, I can see how that would bypass the translation step completely.
Yeah.
It forces direct thought.
It really does.
And this idea of direct thinking, it also applies to how we learn new words, right? Because the way many people learn can actually reinforce that translation habit.
Absolutely. That's a huge point. The typical way is learn new word, immediately link it to the word in your native language. Store it like that.
Word pairs.
Right. But the breakthrough approach is to learn without those translations. Instead, when you encounter a new word, link it directly to the concept or an image, a sound, maybe a feeling associated with it.
So back to the apple example.
Exactly. Don't just think apple, your word. Think about the actual apple. Its roundness, the red or green color, the crisp texture when you bite it, the sweet taste.
Connect it to the sensory experience.
Precisely. Bypass that native language connection altogether. The more you do that, the quicker you start thinking directly in English.
So it's really about weaving English into the fabric of your life, not just keeping it in the study time box, creating this linguistic bubble around yourself.
That's a perfect way to put it. You want to make English your default world as much as possible, and this includes your downtime, your entertainment. Watch TV shows, movies in English. Maybe start with English subtitles if you need them, but then challenge yourself. Try turning them off sometimes.
Okay.
Listen to English podcasts like this one, or music, audiobooks. But here's the key. Do it for enjoyment, not just because it's study.
Right, so it doesn't feel like a chore.
Exactly, because that constant natural exposure helps your brain just absorb stuff. Common phrases, the rhythm of speech, the intonation. It happens more naturally that when you're relaxed and enjoying it, your brain just soaks it up.
That definitely sounds like a more sustainable approach. Make it fun, but let's be real for a second. Even with all these great strategies, there's often a big psychological hurdle, isn't there? Something that stops people from just diving in.
Oh, absolutely. And it's usually the big one, the fear of making mistakes.
Yeah, that fear of sounding silly or getting it wrong.
It's huge. But it's so important to reframe this. Mistakes aren't proof you're failing. They're actually proof you're trying. The proof of progress.
That's a good way to look at it.
Think about little kids learning to talk. Do they wait until they have perfect grammar and pronunciation?
No way. They just babble and try things out.
Exactly. They use what they've got, they make tons of errors, they get corrected or figured out, and they get better through that messy process. It's the same for us learning a language. And here's a really practical tip for when that fear hits, like when you're talking and you forget a word.
Yeah. What do you do?
Don't freeze up. Just replace it with a simpler word or phrase. Keep the conversation moving. For example, instead of struggling for a word like unpredictable, like, oh, the weather is unpredictable today.
Right, getting stuck.
Just simplify. Say something like, the weather is strange today. Maybe it will rain later.
So just find another way to say it using words you do know.
Yes. The main goal is to keep the flow going in English. Don't let perfectionism stop you. Just communicate the idea.
Keep the flow going. I like that. It feels less pressured. And that ties into another really interesting point from the sources about how we should be processing language mentally.
Yes, this is crucial for fluency. It's about thinking in phrases, not just single words.
Okay, what does that mean exactly?
Well, when you're translating word by word, it's naturally very slow and clunky. Think about it.
Yeah, definitely.
English, just like your native language, flows better in chunks, in phrases or common expressions. Take a simple phrase like, I need to go. Instead of thinking, I need to go, 4 separate items, train your brain to store and retrieve that as one single unit. I need to go.
Like it's one block of meaning.
Exactly. So you can recall it instantly in conversation, just like you do with common phrases in your own language. You don't build those from scratch every time, right?
No, they just come out.
That's the goal for English, too.
Yeah.
Build up your repertoire of these ready-made chunks.
Wow. Okay. We've covered a lot of ground here, some really practical stuff. To help everyone listening put this into action, maybe we can quickly recap those daily steps.
Absolutely. Let's consolidate those habit-building tips. So the roadmap looks something like this. 1. Start your day with your very first thought in English.
Got it.
2. Describe the world around you as you go about your day. Little observations. 3. Set aside short English-only times, even just 5-10 minutes where you consciously think only in English.
Okay.
4. Talk to yourself. Narrate your actions, your plans. Silently or out loud, it's great practice.
That mental rehearsal.
Exactly. 5. If you forget a word when speaking, don't panic. Rephrase using simpler English. Keep talking.
Keep the flow.
Keep the flow. 6. Make English part of your fun. Music, shows, podcasts, books, enjoy them in English.
Nice.
And 7. When you learn new vocabulary, connect it directly to images, feelings, experiences, not to translations.
Bypass the middleman.
Bypass the middleman.
That's a fantastic summary. Really clear, actionable steps. And I think it's important we also stress this is a process, right? It's a gradual thing.
No, totally. It's a long game, as they say, not an overnight switch.
So if you catch yourself translating, that's okay.
It's absolutely okay. The key is just to notice it, acknowledge it, like, there I go, translating again. And then gently try to switch back to direct English thinking. No need to beat yourself up about it. Because what happens over time is those moments of direct English thinking, they get longer, more frequent. And then one day, you'll finish a conversation and realize, wow, I didn't translate once.
That must feel amazing.
It really does. The
Yeah.
sources describe it as truly liberating.
Okay, so let's give everyone listening a concrete challenge based on everything we've discussed.
Let's do it.
For the next 7 days, just 1 week to start, try to set aside at least 10 minutes every single day to actively think only in English. Describe what you're doing, how you're feeling, what's around you. Just 10 minutes of pure English thought.
Good one.
And also, for the next 7 days, watch or listen to something in English every day, something you enjoy. A show, a song,
Yeah.
a podcast chapter.
Make it fun.
Exactly. And the most important part of this challenge,
Let me guess. Don't worry about being perfect.
you got it. Don't worry about mistakes. Just focus on doing it, on keeping that English flow going, even just for those short periods.
Because ultimately, fluency isn't about having a perfect dictionary in your head. It's about living in the language, truly comfortable, you know? And that big shift, that really profound change, it really does start right there in your mind.
So the annotation is there. Go try it. Embrace this journey of, well, rewiring your brain a little. Think about the freedom that comes when you can just think, react, and speak directly in English without that constant translation delay. It's more than just learning a skill, isn't it? It's kind of unlocking a new way to experience things.